Set. 180.
Got you.
Hurry.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Drop deep.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's got his man. Boyd. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Walk 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing. The football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch QB drop. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Save. Back.
Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 55.
From the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Check 4, check 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Down.
Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Is a turnover on downs.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Pilot, 64. Green. Snap.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Ready up.
36. Line 36. Silver, silver.
Hey, exit.
To throw on second down. McIntosh into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Room here to run. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, McIntosh. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing on 1st down. McIntosh. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
All day, defense. All day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Shoot. Check 3.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Coming. Hurry. 55, my God, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Run for Pollard. And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield voids the target, and he has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
54 miles.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A little juke. Heck of a broken tackle, and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Right there, 54.
From the 24, Mayfield. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
180! What's that?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Yo.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive, it was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Go!
We got 4. Check 99. Check 99.
On third down, McIntosh being chased out left. Got an open man, that's Campbell. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. X3. 218. 2.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Line 36. They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch 36.
Hey. Nice. Set by.
Looking to throw on second down. McIntosh. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Got it.
36. Line 36. Let's get off the field.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Squeeze. 30 base.
Following the fumble recovery, McIntosh got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Ready. 70. Indy. 2 draw court. Get it.
On first down, Pollard. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pollard going to try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards around the NFL. Second quarter in Atlanta. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hurry!
Right there, 54.
First down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down. Check 24.
Let go.
A final shot before break. McIntosh. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Pollard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever turns out.
And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I got one. Mike, done.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd down, Hunt, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
SOS. Quick dance. Come.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
On the ball. Check. 5.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready to break. Hey, Sam off.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch the safety.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 8, read.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready up.
36. Live 36. All day, dog.
Hey, dude. Be careful. Be careful.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McIntosh forced out to his left. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a give, right side. Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's up. Watch twist.
They run with Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Switch up.
The 4-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. Harris Campbell, 87 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point up and through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
61, match 5.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. This D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Get it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McIntosh. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event,
it got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
It's a gain of 52 yards.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll run. This is Hunt. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 44, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. That's good for 28 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
It's been a long day for you.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
That's the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 43 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Mayfield now from the 50. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Browns on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A first down throw from Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mayfield now a desperation throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.